What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views, the podcast where Jason doesn't believe that I'm going to go on a run tomorrow. Let this be known right here. Tomorrow is the first day I'm going on a run every day that I have time to. Every day where I feel like I'm in the mood to run. From now on.
What?
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Will you be in the mood
100% every day.
That voice you're hearing is Taylor, our second assistant, who's kind of sometimes hidden in the background. So maybe it spooked you when you heard her voice, but we gave her a mic today because she's going to participate.
Will you be in the mood tomorrow?
I'm going to be in the mood tomorrow. Yeah, I'm in the mood to run. There was like a weird person at the end of my street, and it was kind of really scary. Jason went out to talk to him, and I stayed back. And as Jason leaves to go to the end of the street, I'm not fucking kidding, a pack of coyotes crossed right by my car as I'm sitting in there towards Jason. And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to hear fucking screams. It was the funniest thing. I want to say pack, it was only 2 coyotes, but I know one could take him down. So it was enough where
Turns out they were fans too.
the coyotes. All right, roll the intro music. What's up, guys? So welcome back to Views. I'm David. That's Jason. This is the Views podcast.
What's
We
up,
talk
guys?
about stuff. I just got back.
Hey guys, Natalie here. She's over here too. Don't worry about me though. Keep going, Dave.
Well, we're the host and the co-host.
Well, what the fuck am I?
You're the assistant. What are you talking about?
Okay, sure. I'm just the assistant.
I mean, you are.
Would you like a different title? Let's get you a different title.
Yeah,
what
I would
title
love a
do you
new
want?
What do you
title.
want?
I would love the title.
I was going to say, I think it's pretty cool how we all work together and we all get along.
You know
Yeah.
what?
And there's not too much ego around here.
That's great, Jason. Except
Oh,
for the
she
fact.
does not give a fuck.
So I was actually thinking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what can my title like evolve into, right? Because I've been an assistant for a little while now. What can I possibly be? Like the opportunity.
Yeah, you have to
the
work.
options
You have
are
to work
endless.
hard to evolve. That's the thing. That's
Well,
the catch.
that is the catch, and
the
I am
catch.
doing exactly that.
Can't evolve without working hard, right, Jay? You know that. You know that more than anybody.
So
You want a new title? Well, fucking earn it. Okay, sorry. Go.
Queen of locking herself in her room.
All right, go. Queen of taking vacations. Guess what? Today, Natalie,
Why-
Monday, first
no,
day of
no,
the week.
no, no,
First day of the
no.
week. I'm looking at her Instagram stories. She's out to lunch. She's at like a thrift store having fun. Her friend Sammy's in town. She just saw her a week ago in New York.
Okay.
It's just okay. Go. Sorry. What is your new
when
title?
your friends come to town, you do whatever the fuck you want. God forbid I take mine
Because
to
I'm
lunch.
CEO. Of course.
Guess what I am, David?
What are you? What's your new title?
CFO, Chief of Fucking. Oh wait, no,
Nothing.
shit, I fucked it up.
Chief of fucking.
Natalie, that's gross.
So it is true about you and Todd.
That's what you're doing when you lock yourself in your room?
Oh,
fuck.
Chief of fucking.
Chief of fucking. That is, whatever you do with Todd is none of our business.
All right, relax with the Todd narrative, all right?
Okay, sorry, Chief of
Okay,
fucking.
you're on the line with David and his chief of fucking, Natalie.
All right, go.
COFE, Chief of Fucking Everything.
Okay, Chief of fucking everything.
All right.
Chief of fucking everything. Okay.
Well, whatever. That was close. Anyway,
What have you done that makes you think that you're the chief of fucking everything? Exactly.
oh my God.
A lot.
Just because you yell at Jonah, it doesn't make you the chief of fucking everything.
That's one of the many hats I wear, yes.
One of the perks.
So speaking of yelling at Jonah, so
Yes.
I had this whole trip planned to Dallas. I was going there to speak at like a convention basically. So I a couple weeks before I got the offer for the convention, and I was like, I would love to plan it so I can come in the same day and leave the same, because every time I spend a night in like a city, I just lose the day because I come back and I'm so tired. So that's how we did it. I was supposed to arrive Saturday morning and be out Saturday night, and I'm home in my bed Saturday night. So I invited Jonah to come, and I knew Jonah was going to be late to the airport. So I called him an Uber myself. Like I put it in front of his house, and I was like, it is in front of your house. Go outside. It's there waiting for you. The Uber waited a little over 9 minutes for this guy to come. And he was calling me, texting me, where are you? I was like, he's coming, and didn't show up. Uber canceled. Now I'm at the airport. We're really running out of time. And now I call him another Uber. So Jonah gets in that Uber and he arrives late to the airport, right? So now we're running through TSA, and Jonah's vlogging like as he's going through TSA, like he's vlogging this like stupid. He's vlogging like how his bags are going through the thing. I'm like, where the fuck are you even gonna use this?
Right.
Like you're just vlogging random shit. Like just get through TSA. Let's get on the plane. And then we get through TSA, and I'm like, Jonah, we have to run to our gate right now. We're gonna be late. But one of his shoes, I guess he didn't put in the box, and is stuck in the TSA machine, where like the X-ray machine. Yeah. So he's looking for his fucking left shoe. So this is like 10 seconds pass by. Over the intercom, I hear flight to Dallas. We're looking for the last 3 passengers, right? This is like fucking it. It's go time.
That shit.
So we're sprinting down. Jonah finally has his shoe on. We're sprinting down. And we miss it by fucking literally 3 seconds.
Ooh, they
close the door. They're like, we can't do anything about it. The door's shut. And this is bad because I have agreed to go to this convention, and it isn't like the David Dobrik show. This is like I'm part of like a big conference where other people are speaking. So I'm like part of like a schedule where I have to go.
And it's the last flight out that will get you there at the appropriate time.
It's the last flight out. So I'm like, okay, I'm booking a private plane. I'm using all of the money that I'm going to make at the show on this private plane. I just need to get there because I don't want to be an asshole that misses this event.
Right.
So we couldn't get the private plane. And now keep in mind, this is all because of Jonah now that I'm losing. I have lost a little over, private plane will be around $25,000. Because his shoe got stuck in the TSA and he couldn't get in the first Uber, I have now lost $25,000 because I have to book this private plane. So I booked this private plane, and so then turns out there's no private planes available that will get us out in time. We're at Burbank Airport, so we call LAX, and they have seats left on one of their last flights going to Dallas for the time that we would need. So I'm like, fuck it, let's get on this one. Now, the people at the convention, at the conference, are nice enough. They're like, okay, we're going to push back your part of the show till later. So I'm like, thank you so much. But now I'm staying at the conference. Like, now I'm going to stay overnight.
Right,
so
you can't get a flight out anymore.
Can't get a flight out anymore, so I'm staying overnight. So Jonah screwed up my day. Like, that's gone.
Right.
But luckily, I didn't have to pay for the private plane. I got a regular flight
from LAX.
Right. And now I vowed to myself, I'm like, okay, all the money I make from the show, I'm going to give to somebody at the show because it's not even my money anymore because I missed the show. Like, I messed up the schedule. Like, it's not. I already voted it out. Like, it's not my money. And then we get to LAX, and we're going through TSA. Jonah's lagging behind me once again. And Jonah gives the guy his ID. And they go, do you have another ID? And I go, oh, my God, what's wrong? And he goes, this is expired. I was like, when did it expire? He goes, in 2016.
Oh, man.
And Jonah doesn't have a debit card or any kind of second identification on him, so he can't get on the flight. And he doesn't come with us, and he has to go back home in an Uber. And he's ruined our entire day. Cost me so much time and money.
Sure.
And he's back home eating kebabs. I was so furious.
Going to cryo with
But
Jeff.
Going to cryo.
Going to cryo. He went to cryotherapy with Jeff. And I got so angry when I saw that Insta story with his. And then he got fucking drunk. He called me drunk. He's like, we're having the best time over here in LA.
I know he did. We were hanging out Saturday night, and he got drunk, and he's like, go, let's call Dave. And I was like, no. Do not call Dave. Do not.
Yeah.
Let's call Dave. Tell him what a good time we're having. I'm like, do not call Dave right now.
I was
please.
Like, that's so stupid.
I'm like, that's the last thing he wants to hear.
Calls me.
He's at
he's
some
like,
gig.
He's like, yo, guess what I did? I was like, what? What did you do? What could you have possibly done that you're calling me about? And he goes, I got drunk. I never drink. I'm having such a good time.
I know.
I go, Jonah, you fucked me over this entire night. But I think everything happens for a reason, right? The reason for this was after the show, we met this guy. He's DACA, just like I am, and this girl he really liked was also DACA, and he told me basically she's going through, I wouldn't say a tough time, but she's working really hard. She has 3 jobs, she has a kid, her mother just got
She's a perfect person to give something to.
She's like the perfect candidate for some help.
Yeah.
So that's the girl we decided to go give the money from the show to, and it was so interesting because I would have never met her if I would have had to get back on the flight that night.
You're proud of Jonah. You're happy.
So this time it worked out.
Yeah.
So Jonah
did you a favor.
Jonah, being an idiot, helped out this girl in Dallas. So thank you, Jonah, for helping out that girl. And yeah, I think it was all worth it in the end. And while we were in Dallas, we were just having like the roughest day. Like everything was so horrible because we were going from flight to flight. We got in our Uber, and our fucking Uber got in a car accident. I was hit on my side of the car.
Never been in an accident in an Uber.
I've never been in an accident in an Uber either.
Oh,
and like it was an intersection, and it was like a stop sign, and my Uber and the other person were going at the same time, and I reached for my camera because I was like, this guy's gonna hit us.
Yeah.
And then he stops, and I put my camera back down, and then I think they both start going at the same time again, and they hit each other at like maybe 6 miles per hour, like just enough to like crack the front of the car, but not enough to deploy the airbag. I was so scared. I was like, this airbag's gonna fucking whack me in the face. So we got in a car accident, and then that's about it.
My first thought was, oh my God, not David's face.
Not David's. Taylor almost jumped in.
Oh my God. I like got up and I looked in the front and I looked at him and I was like, oh, thank God.
Taylor had a rough day.
This is not a model.
Yeah, I'm not a model.
Not the face! Not that beautiful, precious face!
Oh, and then the guy that hit us. We sat in the car for a little bit, and the guy that hit us, like as we're walking out, because we called another Uber because ours was taking insurance information. The guy that hit us goes, "Are you David Dobrik?"
Oh my God.
Such a funny thing that he's like that he hit us and he is familiar with me. But this was Taylor's first time like going out to like any of my jobs, which I don't know if like that's unfortunate for Taylor or that's unfortunate for me. If Taylor was the cause of all this
No, I was not.
What did you think? First time going out and like actually vlogging and like. Because you're usually you do like all this like all your work from inside the house,
Right.
So how was how was it traveling? Was it different?
It's pretty much what I expected. I mean, I feel like this time was very chaotic, and
Sure.
there was a lot of things that could have gone a lot better.
She
But
sounds like she's being interviewed.
I know.
like a post game interview. I mean, there's definitely things that could have gone better.
No.
But we played our heart out there. Thank you, Dallas.
there was just so many bad things that happened that
questions.
were just like, what is going on? To where it was funny.
Yeah,
it made it
fucking-
more enjoyable. It's like, what's next? Like
Yeah.
we were just waiting for something else to happen.
It could have been worse, but it was fun. And the best part was when Natalie booked our flights to LAX, right?
Right.
And she booked me and Taylor first, and there was no first class seats left or whatever, so she put us in economy, whatever. And then when she was booking Jonah's flight, she's like, "Oh, a first class seat opened up. So I'm just gonna book Jonah in first class, and you just take a seat when you get on the flight." I was like, "Okay, cool, sounds good," because I'm paying for all the seats, so whatever, I'll take the first class. But we couldn't even take the first class seat because the seat that was
He didn't get through.
because he didn't get through.
Oh, wow.
So we lost money on the best seat.
Oh my God, no.
On the plane, yeah.
Because
I know
Jonah.
that.
Because
is an
Jonah
idiot.
didn't make it.
What a fucking idiot.
It was
Jesus
crazy. It was like
Christ.
everything that, and I kept calling Zane and Carly and updating them on like how. Like I was just laughing because I was like, this cannot get any worse. Jonah was just screwing up on all levels.
A lot of flu's been going around lately,
Yeah, I caught the flu the other day. That's why Taylor had to go on the trip. I had to stay back.
and Natalie got sick. She has the flu, and David instructed Carly and I to not even walk by your room, to not even come into the house, but to go through the backyard and enter through his bedroom. And I was like, I think you're being a little too.
A little dramatic.
Little
So
dramatic
scared of
about
the
it.
flu. I also don't know if Natalie's fucking faking it or not. Did you actually have the flu?
100%.
It's so weird because she said she had the flu. That's why she couldn't go to Dallas.
Yeah.
But then we got back, and all of a sudden,
She was fine.
the flu's gone.
I can't
Right?
explain to you like how insane, like how distraught I was the whole day you guys were gone, and you kept calling me with all these fucking issues, and I was like, God damn it! Like I need to like just sit here and
And then
be-
all of a sudden, when we got back, he just bounced back.
Well, because I got medication in the morning.
Guys, if you've ever thought about making a website, go to squarespace.com/views for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use the offer code VIEWS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Guys, Squarespace makes it so easy to make a website. You can showcase your work, blog, or publish content, and you could turn any cool idea into a new website. Jay, have you ever thought about making a website?
I've made several websites.
What's the
David.
last one you made?
Why David's a Jerk.
How does it work?
It's a website just with a lot of pictures of you looking dumb when you get out of bed and you have your glasses on, you haven't showered, and you're in your underwear.
And how easy was it to make?
So simple. And you know what? People love it.
Because it has beautiful templates created by world-class designers. Powerful e-commerce functionality lets you sell anything online. It has free and secure hosting, analytics that help you grow in real time. You have built-in search engine optimization, nothing to patch or upgrade ever, 24/7 award-winning customer support. Guys, make it yourself. Make it easily. Create a website by yourself and make it stand out. If you're ready to start your new business, get started with Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/views for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code VIEWS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
So how was your Valentine's Day, Nat?
It was pretty good.
Anything special? You spent some time with your mom?
Why did you say it like she did something naughty?
Yeah.
So, how was your Valentine's Day?
'Cause I'm
Nat?
trying
like
to
she's
see-
fucking cheating
I'm,
on you.
Because-
I'm trying to see if she's going to give us any details about maybe what's going on.
What did you do on Valentine's Day?
I don't know. Was I not here?
I don't know.
I was here. I was hanging out with all of you. I had a song written about me on Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
How was it?
It
Is
was
that flattering? No one's ever written a song about me.
no, but you know, it's low key been like a long term dream of mine to have like a song written about me.
It was pretty nice.
Oh yeah,
The song turned out actually pretty good.
song was
Yeah.
great. I think that that's probably one of my fantasies is to like that would be great if you like dated like a singer songwriter that would write music about you.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
like Chris Martin wrote a lot of songs about Gwyneth Paltrow, and like you know it, and it's just
Really? Like which ones?
Yellow.
No.
No, I'm kidding.
He wasn't with her yet.
no, but it's just fun. Like it's just fun to know, like, oh, that's about me. Like that person, like I moved that person enough, made them emotional enough
Do you
that they
put-
thought that they could like write something about me.
Do you put the song on when you're alone in your car and listen to it? Have you done that
I
yet?
have once, yes, when it came out, because I was trying to learn the words.
I think Taylor should. You know, I'm on some dating apps.
Sure.
I
Oh
think
my God.
I think Taylor should run my dating apps.
Yeah.
Jason and I were talking about this earlier, and just the thought of it's so funny.
Hi, my name's Taylor. Congratulations. You're one of the 50 women that David is talking to. You've made the cut. I will be corresponding with you here. That'd be a really fun job, running his
Oh,
dating apps.
I'm looking forward every day. I'm gonna be checking all of these different girls, but trust me, you gotta have something impressive in there to get by.
Taylor
at
knows-
the top 50.
Taylor knows my type, so it's really,
Yeah, we all
really
know.
I
important.
sure do.
I sure do. I fucking hate my job, but I do. I definitely know.
Cloud chasers.
Cloud.
Taylor's the absolute best, man. I'll tell you. I have never seen somebody just so ready for anything and so happy to do anything.
Aw.
I've heard some requests around this house that are just absolutely fucking so crazy.
Today I told her to get me
10 chapsticks. What did you say to her?
well, no, today I told her to get me a hummingbird smoothie, but she told me at first she only heard hummingbird, so she thought she had to go find me a bird.
I
Oh
did.
my God.
But hummingbird smoothie is it's a smoothie from Robex. It's like peach and pineapple. I was so excited. I was like, please come back with a fucking bird. Because when I sent it, I was like, oh, I think she's gonna listen to this and think, oh, she needs to buy a bird.
No, I literally did.
And I was already in my head thinking, like, I already literally imagined like me going to Natalie's room. Natalie's on her bed, and I'm like, look what Taylor brought me, like in a cage. It's a bird.
Showing me.
That was the first word that I saw. Like, I read the entire text and it just said hummingbird. And I was like, I'm going to find the pet store. Where's the pet store? Like, I literally was going to go there.
Hummingbird. The other day we were doing this bit where the soccer guy kicked the soccer ball into like a trash can. And I told her to get me a trash can, get me a trash can from like Home Depot or whatever that we can kick it into. And I get a call from Natalie, and and Natalie goes, Taylor just locked her keys in the car. She's at Home Depot. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Just tell her to Uber here with the trash can. And Natalie goes, no. She locked her phone, her wallet, and the trash can and the keys inside the car, so she can't even go get a new one.
Wait a second. I had my phone to call and let you guys know that everything else was locked inside the car.
Oh yeah, her phone. Sorry, her phone wasn't locked in, but her wallet and the trash can was locked.
And this isn't the first time. This has happened like 3 times.
What I would do to be there, just from like far away, like watching it through binoculars, just seeing her reaction when she. Yeah, how did you feel
It
when
was
you
so
were?
embarrassing
I
too
went
because
inside.
I saw Dima had to come to rescue you. You showed up at
Dima.
Child Ranch with Dima.
I
And I was like, oh, Dima had to save the day.
don't know who else would have came and got me from Home Depot, but I do have friends at Home Depot because sometimes I need their assistance.
Sure.
But yeah, I walked in and I ran to like the aisle like 8, wherever they told me this pump was, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get the pump, and then I realized I didn't have my wallet because my wallet's attached to my keys. So then I just started like asking random people for help, and I'm not lying, I literally cried to 2 different people. Like I started tearing up. I was like, I need to get this trash can out of my car.
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, I'm glad you got there.
But you know what? You've done such a good job that when stuff like that happens, you have such goodwill. So that's a lesson for anybody out there. If you can do a really, really, really good job when you mess up, people are like, oh,
Yeah.
she had
Yeah,
a
but
bad
I
day.
can do better. Not locking keys in
Taylor's like, I
cars.
can improve.
You're also tired from Dallas.
I was
so-
tired.
So we'll give you that.
Yeah.
Susie's here, everybody.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of working out,
Oh, I know.
and it's
2 days in, you're done.
And it's starting to piss me off because I've had like these like workout phases where like I'll give it like a month where I'll like seriously work out.
Yeah.
And everyone always tells me, you got to give it some time and then you'll fall in love with it. I fucking hate that. That's so incorrect. I think people are different. I think I just don't like working out. Period. Like I've never heard that. Like I've never given anyone a candy bar and it's like a blue raspberry Airhead and I was like, don't worry, eat this every day for 30 days. And you're gonna love. On the 30th day, you're gonna start loving this candy bar. Like,
I agree with him so hard.
Like, Susie's here too on the podcast, guys. Like, I don't know. Am I wrong? I just think it's crazy.
What about when you played tennis in high school?
That's what I'm saying. I like games. I like competitive games. I love being active.
But you were definitely in shape when you were playing tennis.
Sure. No, I like competitive games and like being active and stuff. I just don't like lifting weights. I don't like going on runs. Runs feel so pointless to me. They're just like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, there's no competitive edge to it.
You didn't feel stronger today than yesterday with the 2 runs.
No, and you know what it is? It's like I run and then I just eat so much more. Like, so much more.
Really?
Like, I'm putting so much more shit into my body. Like, Taylor, Taylor's my assistant.
He eats 10 times more, and it makes my life 10 times more busy and harder, way harder. I go to the grocery store 3 more times.
Yeah, it's like not even and I eat like unhealthy, and like when I eat healthy, my body's like not fulfilled and needs like something like gross in it. So I'll go like and get like chips, and I'll eat potato chips, and I never eat potato chips. No, I just ate. I just had steak and like tomatoes and potatoes.
And you're still hungry.
Starving. I'm
Really?
starving.
Would you not be starving if you didn't work out?
Yes, I would not be this hungry. I have like been literally everything I see, I just eat. Like I'm going into like I don't even like snack that much on the candy we have.
Starvation mode.
I heard you ran 0.25 miles.
Yeah, you know what?
Wait,
No, it wasn't far. I ran like a mile and a half.
That's good.
But it was Runyon, so it was all like escalated. It was
that's good.
It was running up a fucking mountain. Well, what do you think, Carly?
I mean, I'm the same way. I hate working out.
Yeah, okay, I don't get it.
But it seems like you need something that's competitive.
I had a personal trainer, and his whole thing was all my clients, by the time they're done with me, they fall in love with working out. 3 weeks in, he quit. So do I break his statistic or like what? I cannot ever, like even when I'm seeing like improvements in my body, I'll just go, I don't care. Like I'll just go like, this is so stupid. Like if it's not bringing me enjoyment, I do not want to do it. That's why I really want like a basketball court. Like there's in LA, it's so weird. There's not just there's not like a park district you can go to and play indoor basketball. Like it's not like in the suburbs of like where I'm from, it's like if you want to go play basketball, you pay $5 and you get into a gym and everyone can play. But like here, it's impossible to find a game. But that's what I want to work out as. I don't know. My working out just does not work.
I'm sorry. Why don't you get a Peloton bike and put it right in your room?
No, I tried that. Remember I bought a treadmill and I put it right in the living room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that didn't work either. I was like so excited.
I used it for
like,
stunts. Instead.
Yeah, and I used it for the vlog and stuff.
So it did work in a way.
Yeah, I'm happy I bought it, but I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
I think when you get older, you'll realize the value in it. I think right now you're like
I know the value in it. Kid. I'm trying my hardest to like work out.
No, you're not feeling the value in it. You're just not. So
not
fine.
feeling the value.
So don't.
Do you time your runs?
No, I don't time them.
Because would it help if you timed it and then you compete with yourself? So every time you try to beat it?
I used to time them when I would go like on like when I would go for runs around the block I would, but I'm so out of shape now that I don't even want to look at the time because completing a mile for me like in Runyon where it's hilly is like fuck, it's a battle. It's a battle.
Yeah, Runyon's hard.
Do you worry about your health?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I'm such a hypochondriac, so like I'm like so scared that I'm gonna like get something because I'm just eating like shit and I eat so bad. And I don't know. I
don't think you eat that bad.
No, I do.
Not recently. I haven't seen you eat
it's
bad.
It's like hidden. Like you don't see it. Like you'll be like vlogging, and I'll go over there.
Fast.
And I'll go eat like a bag of Funyuns, and you won't even know what happened.
Really?
I'm like the Flash when it comes to food.
You're not like Natalie who eats out in the open.
No.
While you're in the middle of a bit.
No, I'm
crunch.
I'm a closeted snacker. So like you'll be here in the living room, and then all of a sudden you'll see a chip bag floating in the kitchen, and that's just because I was just done with it, and I ran back into the living room, and it's still just landing on its descent down back to the ground. No, I'm a big time snacker. You know that Honey is a free online shopping tool that automatically finds the best promo codes and applies them right to your cart. And you know how great it feels to save. But how does it feel to save with Honey? Well, saving with Honey feels like finishing up your podcast episode right as you walk into work or hitting every green light on your commute. Wow, thank you, Honey, for those examples. Guys, Honey, we've talked about this before. It's an add-on to your computer. My mom even uses it. And you just put it on, and it automatically detects coupon codes, and it takes off a percentage from your total. And it's so simple to use. And it has has found its over 18 million members over $2 billion in savings. Do you know that Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, including Macy's, Target, Sephora, Best Buy, and more. And they're adding more every day. Users love Honey. That's why it has over 100,000 5-star reviews on the Google Chrome store. Using Honey feels pretty great. Think of it as a little daily victory. Plus, it's free to use and installs in just a few seconds. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/views. That's joinhoney.com/views. Guys, we're here with our friend Susie. She's Armenian, so shout out to the Armenians. Armenian people are just so fun. And they love, the best part about Armenian people is how much they love being Armenian. I don't think they're... Yes, it is. I don't think there is a race or like a group of human beings that are more proud to be what they are than Armenians. I mean, every time.
Today we were there was some business going on in Glendale, and this kid was acting like a jackass with his car, and then Susie went over and had a conversation with this older Armenian man, and I felt like we were in another country. Yeah, Susie handled it. She was like,
"No, Susie first went up to him and was like, "Hey, you see those kids being assholes?" And he's like, "Yeah, should I call the police?" And then all of a sudden, like Susie's like Armenian radar kicks in, and then she goes, and he goes, "Arubara," and like all of a sudden, like fucking, they're both speaking Armenian. That's the craziest part about Glendale, where Susie lives, is everybody's Armenian. It's like being in the fucking country. Yeah. And I don't meet people as proud of who they are as Armenians. Like I'll be driving down the street and someone will go, "David, I love your videos." I go, "Thank you," and they'll go, "I'm Armenian." and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" Armenians love to be Armenian.
You know what? It's crazy. The Kardashians love to be Armenian too.
Yeah, I mean,
they love it. They tell everybody, they're like, "I'm Armenian." You know the song, "And I'm proud to be an American"? That was written by the Armenians. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. Another thing I noticed about Armenians is
love their own jokes.
Another thing I noticed about Armenians is we can be like at dinner at Susie's house, and there'll be like a block of cheese, and Susie's mom will go, "This is Armenian cheese," and everything that they have in the refrigerator is Armenian. It can be a fucking can of Coke, and she'll be like, "This is Armenian Coke." Yeah, they basically, like, anything they touch, they're like, "It belongs to Armenia now."
This is
Armenian Coke. It's same as American Coke, but it's from Armenia, so Armenian.
From
Coke.
Armenia. No, it's really interesting. Susie, is it true that your house burnt down?
Yeah.
So what happened?
This happened maybe like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And it was maybe like 3:00 in the morning, and the glass, all we heard was like glass cracking.
Oh my God.
And my brother, Jonah, literally ran out with a knife. He thought that there was gunshots on my street, hoping that he's going to save someone's life.
Yeah, and then he tried putting the fire out with a knife?
No, he ran out and he saw the big fire that was happening. You actually want to know something?
Yeah, this is a podcast.
Which you should
I'd love to. It's the whole point of this.
You should call my family out on it. They woke everybody up in the house that the fire was burning but me.
I heard about this.
Yeah, they didn't wake me up.
How did you wake up?
I just woke up on my own because they were frantic and yelling around.
Oh, wow.
And it's crazy because it was literally, this happened maybe about 10 years ago. It literally happened the week before I started my first year of high school.
Okay, how did the fire start?
We're not sure, but they have a theory. The firefighter people have a theory that a woman upstairs, she left a teapot on the stove. Oh, and wow. I guess she fell asleep because she had like a night shift.
And your entire house burnt down?
Well, her house burnt down, and then like all the liquid, all the water that they did to take out the fire, it went into our house.
Oh, so your house was destroyed?
Ruined everything, yeah.
Did you guys have to move?
Yeah. So we moved to the place where we live right now. Literally 10 years ago.
Were you? Did you guys stay in a hotel?
No, for a week. At 3 a.m, we were literally stuck on the street. Like, I remember it was so scary because from like 3 a.m. to like 7 a.m, we were literally just sitting in the car.
How was it?
Just watching the house burn.
Was everybody screaming?
We were just scared. Me and Vardon, I remember we were crying. Yeah. And I remember this clearly. He literally looked over at me. He's like, "We're homeless now." Oh. Yeah, and then it was so sad. Like, we started like.
Why are you
crying.
smiling?
No, I mean it's like Drake started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Sure. House burnt down. Now we're here.
House burnt down. Now we're here.
Yeah.
No, but
that's nice. So no one got hurt.
No one got hurt. No, thankfully.
Another fun fact about Susie. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off about talking about your house burning down, but Susie loves to receive.
Stop, David.
She loves receiving compliments.
You could be at a funeral.
Yeah.
Someone could have died, and someone in the middle of the speech could be like, "Mike was a great man," and Susie would be like, "What did he think about me?"
That's exactly it.
He's so right.
Guys, and also please take your headphones off if you're fucking listening to Susie's laugh. It may have shattered your ears. And then there was another thing. We were in the car the other day, and I think like Aaron or somebody was
Coachella.
yeah. Oh yeah. We invited Susie to Coachella, and Susie kind of like found out in the car, and she was so excited. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm going to Coachella with everybody." And she goes, "So tell me exactly how you guys first decided to invite me to go to Coachella."
Well, we all put our robes on, our vlog squad robes, and we had a meeting.
Susie wanted us to like describe like so like who brought me up and like how did everyone react? Like did everyone like the idea of me going to Coachella?
You want to know something?
What?
Something I really, since I'm on your guys' podcast, I think that I need to tell you guys something. I have to come clean.
Yes.
So we've known each other for about like 3-4 years now, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Every once in a while, I always ask myself, and
I can't imagine what this is.
every once in a while, I always ask myself, am I a part of the vlog squad?
Yeah, you're definitely a part of our group, Susie. You don't have to say Vlog Squad ever again, but you're a part of our friend group.
Thank you so much for welcoming me.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Carly thought her dad was dead once.
Oh yeah,
You thought your dad was dead?
yeah, they said on the radio that he was dead.
Wait, what?
Yeah, have I never told you the story?
No.
What?
So my dad's my dad's retired, but he was a firefighter, and he was supposed to go to this building that was burning down,
Sure.
and he got called to this airplane where this obese guy could not get off the plane, so he had to stay there and like help this guy get off.
What do you
So
mean he could not get off the obese guy couldn't get off?
I
the
don't
plane?
really know, honestly.
He couldn't fit through the doors.
Maybe
What?
he was stuck in the seat.
Oh, okay, stuck in the seat.
Maybe he was
Yeah,
stuck in
I
the
don't
seat.
really know. And
Sure.
it doesn't matter. So he was like stuck at the airport trying to get this guy out of the plane. So my dad's name is John. A different John went to this house that was burning down, and he ended up dying. And
Oh my God.
they said it on the radio, but they said my dad's name because they have the same first name. And I hate telling the story because I don't really know what happened after that because I was so young. But I just remember my mom and I thought he died.
Oh my god.
They said
That
your
would be the
dad. They
worst
said.
way.
They said.
They said John and Contro.
Oh.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
And it was a complete flub.
Yeah.
You guys were listening to the radio.
That's why I hate it. I don't really know.
Sure.
My
Maybe someone
mom-
called your mom and was like, yeah, they just heard it on the radio or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's. You don't remember like your reaction to it at all or anything?
I feel like I was just too young to understand what was going on.
Oh my
Do you
God.
sleep better now that your dad isn't a firefighter?
Yes, but he also
Yeah.
retired. I was like in high school when he retired, so I
Right.
feel like I wasn't old enough to realize how dangerous
Like how
it really
dangerous that
was.
job
It's a
is.
really dangerous job.
Yeah, crazy dangerous. Yeah,
Like anything could happen.
like I can't believe people do that or are cops.
We love a life-saving man.
Thank you, Susie.
Susie used to drive for Lyft. Any good stories from that?
Oh yeah, used to. Doesn't she still drive for Lyft?
No,
You gave up.
First of all, how much money can you make driving for Lyft?
very little.
Really?
It's so bad.
Give me an idea.
It's so bad. Like,
Okay, hold on. Were you a Lyft driver that would like talk to people?
yeah, all the time.
Oh, forget
no.
it. No wonder you made no money.
Of course you didn't get big
Nobody
tips.
wants to
but
talk.
no. I would know if they wanted to
Oh my
talk.
God, David, this is hitting me like a pile of bricks. I am imagining not knowing Susie, getting in the car, having a really tired
no,
day,
I used to
and I
get-
imagine them like, "So, what's your name?"
No.
Just kidding. It says your name right here. Hi, Adam.
No. Oh, you guys are laughing at me, but I got crazy tips.
Oh, you did.
I got crazy
No,
amount of tips.
like you had a good radar for when people wanted to talk and when people
Yeah,
didn't.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like I used to get like bad people. This is so weird telling you guys I used to do that, but it's crazy. Like it's just a regular job that people do. Like
Well, you're being
Well,
so
give me an
weird.
example of like a good tip.
Yeah, wait,
like
hold on.
people would give like one time I dropped off this girl and she was literally 3 minutes away and she just gave me like a $20 tip just because in that 3 minutes like I just made her happy.
Aw.
She just gave me like a $20 cash tip.
What was the craziest story that you had from Lyft driving?
This guy yelled at me because he wanted me to like speed to the airport, and
Oh
and it was
my
like it was like
God.
5 p.m.
I can't fucking imagine that being an Uber driver when someone
And
has to get to
you
the
know
airport.
what's crazy? It was like around like 5 p.m. and this girl I had dropped her off literally like right before him. And I had dropped her off and she literally told me, she's like, can you please wait with me? Because I don't want to go out on the street by myself while I find my keys. And I said, okay, sure. And the way that Lyft works is that sometimes they literally add a ride to your
Yeah, right
dashboard.
after you stop.
Yeah, and like it's not like I accept it. And I'm literally like around the block from him. I was literally 2 minutes away.
Right.
And he called me, like he literally called me 3 times asking me where I am. And right whenever he got in the car, he started yelling at me, and I couldn't say anything.
What was he yelling at you? What was he yelling? What was he yelling at you like?
He was yelling at me. He's like, "You have to drive faster. Why were you so late? I've been waiting out here for almost 5 minutes, but it was only 2 minutes." He's like, and then I stayed quiet and I put some music on. He started yelling at me to put the music down, and then I put AC on. He told me to turn the AC off.
Oh
so
my
it
God,
was
that
so
makes me so
hot in the
uncomfortable.
car, and the entire 1 hour car ride.
Did he give you a tip?
No tip.
Madison Beer is also here in the studio,
Hi.
aka my living room.
Studio.
Madison, guys. First of all, Madison is a big pop singer, one of the hottest women in the world.
Wow, thank you.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to know. I actually don't have a single question for you, but
Great.
It's just nice to see you.
Amazing. You too.
Jay, come on, chime in. I'm getting nervous.
Oh, Madison, thank you for gracing us with your presence today.
Of course.
It is not often that you allow us to film you.
This
I'm
is true.
quite surprised that you're here.
This is very true. This is
You've been doing this for like a long time, right? How long have you been even doing like the music thing for?
Since I've been singing my whole life, but I got signed when I was 12.
And you're 17 now. You've been doing it for 5 years. How old are you now?
Just turned 15. No, I'm 21.
21. Okay, so you've been doing quite a while. And when you started, who Justin found you? Okay, Justin Bieber
Yeah,
found
Justin
you.
Bieber found me.
That's crazy.
You know all these answers.
Where did he?
Yeah,
I don't.
I
Where did
know,
he
that's
find you?
so cool.
Susie's like, I love it.
No, yeah. Justin found me on YouTube singing covers. and
Okay,
stuff.
what is
like
that?
what Usher did to Justin, Justin did to
That's
me.
crazy.
What was the
Yeah.
cover that won
Yes,
Justin
Queen.
At
Bieber?
Last by Etta James.
Oh my God, my sister
Yeah.
sung that at my wedding.
And
Yeah.
where were you when you got the call?
It's kind of hard to explain it. I met Scooter first, and it was more like Scooter wanted to sign me, and then the Justin bone was kind of thrown in, like, and also Justin wants to make you his artist, which was obviously very exciting for a
Wow.
12-year-old, 13-year-old girl. But I remember, like, when everything kind of got announced to the public, I was in my room with my best friend from home, Nicole, and Good Morning America knocked on my front door. My mom was literally like, "Guys, hide." She was freaking out, and we literally were just talking about this the other day. She's like, "Remember when Good Morning America came to your door to try to get an interview from you the day?" Because Justin had tweeted about me and was like, "This girl's gonna be a star," and he tweeted one of my YouTube videos.
Oh my God.
And this is
Wow.
when Twitter was also like the biggest social media platform, so that was like the biggest deal.
Sure,
ever.
one tweet and Good Morning America's at your door.
Literally knocking at my door, and my mom was freaking out. She was like in her robe, like, "How'd they find our address?" She was freaking out. So that was
How's that even? They don't do that anymore, right?
no, not
Knock on your door?
Yeah.
Sure.
literally came to my front door.
I mean, that's only if you've like murdered somebody and they want an interview. That's-
Right.
That's not like if somebody
Which-
tweets about you.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm gonna tweet about you tomorrow. See
It was
if
right when like
works.
Instagram had
Yo,
just
Jason's next up.
this
Jason
is the next pop
and
star.
Jason, just sit by your door, see if anybody shows up.
Okay, I'll wait all day.
And then what was it? What was the feeling like when the whole thing kicked off? Was it? I can't imagine being 12 or 13 years old.
I mean, it was really surreal. I feel like it's not something that any 12-year-old ever expects. Obviously, you know.
Did you have a crush on Justin?
Of course, he was my lock screen the day I met Scooter and my ringtone. And the day I met Scooter, he played Boyfriend for me, and he was like, "This is Justin's next single," and I was dying. And I went to school and I told everyone. Everyone was like, "Madison's so full of shit." Everyone thought I was such a liar, and then it all came out.
Were
and
you
I
a lot
felt
more
super
popular
cool.
in school because you knew Justin, or did people
Honestly,
hate you for
no.
it?
I was so bullied. People just didn't really believe it, so they would just attack me and like say that I was a liar, and it was so mean.
What's your craziest celebrity encounter?
I was pretty starstruck when I met Susie.
Susie?
I was
you know
really
you know who I
excited.
saw the other day?
Ooh, don't tell me.
A week ago. Jesse Eisenberg.
You're completely lying.
Dude, oh my God, I made eye contact with him.
Yeah, she was there too, Susie.
I made eye contact with him.
He
We
was
looked
giving-
at each other.
He was giving a speech at the school I was making giving a speech
What's
at.
wrong with you? Why would you not tell me this?
I wanted to do something. I didn't get a chance to talk to him, but I wanted to
You
like.
didn't get a video saying like, "Hi, Madison."
Do you like really like him?
I'm obsessed with him. That makes me so upset.
Oh my God!
Can we find him?
Literally, all it was we were both like I
Okay,
was
now when you see Matthew Gray Gubler,
Matthew. I don't know who that is.
where? Why does everyone see him?
Who's
He's
who's
from
Matthew
Criminal
Gray?
Minds. He plays Dr. Spencer Reed on Criminal Minds, and he's
Oh yeah. He's like
top notch.
You have a weird taste in guys. You look like
I-
nerdy dudes.
No, but
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg looked really cool though.
What?
Jesse Eisenberg is so hot.
She does. She just like she likes nerdy guys.
Does she?
Yes.
That's funny.
yeah. It's
Why do you like nerdy guys? Is your dad a nerd?
because
No, he's the
No.
opposite of a nerd. Maybe
Interesting.
that's why I like.
I think
nerdy
it's because
guys.
if you've gotten like she also dated like you dated Jack Linsky, which undoubtedly is one
Jack
of the
and Jack?
yeah one of the hottest guys in the
Very,
world.
Yeah, gorgeous specimen.
So I feel like once you like date the hottest guy in the world, where do you go? You got to go backwards, right? So you
yeah,
you
that's
got to
good
go to the
logic.
bottom and you date
Maybe she just dates your personality. She doesn't
Yeah,
care
which I
about.
feel
No,
like
no, that's what I mean too. Sorry.
Yeah.
By nerdy, I mean good personality.
Yeah.
I know it sounds negative,
No,
but like
there's
that's what I
definitely-
mean.
There's definitely also like a negative connotation when a girl's like, I like guys for their personality. Everyone's like, oh, shut up. But like, I genuinely
No,
do.
Madison genuinely loves people for their personality. It's so interesting, and like the reason
That's so hot for
I
ugly
mean,
guys.
yeah.
It's very
It gives-
exciting.
it gives
You're like,
people
Madison
hope.
Beer would look at a nerd? Like, this is so awesome.
That's why I'm saying that's why it's so interesting with Madison is because she's a super beautiful girl. So then when you have like when you hear her that she's into, you know,
Yeah.
the guy who plays the trumpet really well, you're like, okay.
I mean,
I'll pay Madison a
having a
compliment
crush
that a
on
lot of
you-
people don't know about her, but she's actually really well versed in every YouTube comedy video that's out there.
Oh,
so we'll
yeah.
literally talk about ideas, and Madison will be like, "Nope, so and so did it."
Yeah.
And we're like,
I
"Oh,
would
cool."
say.
No, she's really into like the comedy
Thank you.
space. Like
Yeah,
she,
yeah,
like,
really into the comedy system, and you wouldn't think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
She
a lot
loves.
of people
She like
that say
masturbates to Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Madison for a while. You
Sure.
know, being a young boy myself who had hormones, Madison was one of my favorites.
Oh, wow.
When
thank
did
you.
Madison Beer get on your radar? How old were you?
I don't know. When did you get on people's radar?
2013, maybe?
2013. So I was.
I would say like 2014, 15.
I was like a
is probably when you,
sophomore or
like-
junior in high school when I was like, wow, Madison Beer, that's the woman, right?
Yeah.
Aw.
So there was a day where her nudes leaked, but they weren't your nudes. So I feel like I can talk about it.
Sure.
There was like
Here's the real story. There's two videos that came out. There was one of a girl virtually fingering herself on a bed. That was not me. And then there was another one that was me, but it was literally there was no nudity was even involved. It was like me in a bra basically. And these videos came out together of people being like, "Oh, look, it's Madison Beer." And I was like, "Wait, hold on. That one's not." But I knew the other one was. So I just publicly was like, "Yo, those are not me."
Oh, right.
Because what am I going to do? Be like, "Well, that one is, but that one's not."
Right,
so I was
sure.
like, "No, they're not me." And I was also 15 at the time, traumatized and not really wanting my naked body on social media. So anyway, back to your story.
the video I saw wasn't her.
But in my mind, it
But
was.
15-year-old me was like, that's her.
And many of my friends told me, David, it is confirmed. That is not Madison.
And I was like, you're on. The tissues in my room say otherwise. Then this is what happens. That video leaked. That wasn't actually her. And I tweet out at Madison. This is when I had like 3,000 followers on Vine, right? I was not doing social media. I tweet out, I was like, can we stop getting mad at this video and just appreciate how beautiful Madison Beer is? And I tweeted it at her. And she saw it, and she followed me because, yeah.
Which I have no recollection of, which is so unfortunate.
Of course not.
I wish
because
I
I was
remembered this.
one of 10,000 people that was tweeting about
I
this
probably was
video.
like, "Oh, this guy's so nice, like supporting me during such a hard time," and
Yeah.
I just followed him.
So she followed me, and then fast forward like 4 or 5 years later, I ran into her at like.
Well, my friends were watching his videos, and I was like, every single day, all I hear is do 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 do, and I'm like, what is this? And I one day was like, I have to know what this is, and I was on their couch, and they were like, yo, this is David Dobrik's vlogs. You never watched a David Dobrik vlog? And I was like, no, what? And in my head, like vlogging was always kind of like a joke. Like people would be like, oh, let's make a vlog, and I'm like, it's not a real thing. So when they said he makes vlogs, I was like, what do you watch him do all day? Like nothing. So I watched one of his videos, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not really like it just following me to like CVS. I was like, they're skits, they're funny, like they're entertaining, and literally we binge watched like every single one from the start to like where he would have
Did
been
you
at
also
finish.
masturbate to my
Cry, by
videos?
the way.
Honestly, we're not going to discuss that. And then the next day was the AMAs, the VMAs? The
Yeah.
VMAs. And I saw you in
Yeah.
the Jesus costume.
Jason and
saw
I were there,
You.
and
I was
Madison
like,
walked
I
up
have
to
go
us
up to him. I
and
was
said
like,
hello, and I was fucking like, oh my gosh, shitting bricks. I was so excited. I was like, fuck.
Didn't I like run up to you and I was like, I love your
yeah,
videos.
but
They're
dude, I was
so
keeping my
great.
cool. I was like, who are you? No, I'm kidding.
No, yeah,
no,
you're like, oh, thanks. And
no, I was
like,
so no, I was.
Didn't I ask you for your number too?
You did, and I was like,
Whoa.
"What the fuck?" You asked me for my number.
Yeah,
I thought it was
I was
the
like, "You wanna hang out
craziest
later?"
thing. I was, this is crazy. It still is crazy. And then I went home, and well, I didn't even go home. She got off the red carpet, and I went on Twitter, and I blocked her, and then unblocked her because when you block somebody, they're no longer following you. And I didn't
are
want
crazy.
I didn't want to have to explain to Madison why she was following me already. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because then,
my
then she'd be
God.
like, "Oh, I already follow you." She would have been so fucking confused.
So confused. That's true.
Yeah, and I would have been like, "Oh, there's the video that leaked," and I.
You're smart. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
so
is smart.
yeah,
We
and now
stand a
and now
smart
we're
kid.
here, and now she's on my couch in my living room. Life is fucking crazy.
Oh,
And
wow.
now every day I get comments and tags from people being like, "Why did David reject you? David rejects you." I literally was gonna send you this screenshot the other day. Somebody DMs me my own Instagram post and goes, "Even with all this, David
still doesn't want you. And I was like,
That's
oh
not
my
true. That is so aggressive.
Wait, look at this.
What do you mean? Why do people think David doesn't want you?
Because he made like one joke in one vlog.
We filmed the
and-
vlog.
Oh, I remember that
And
one. Yeah.
somebody was like, even with this, like they said something so aggressive, and I was just
Wow.
like, what?
All right, guys. Well, that's it for the podcast. Thank you guys for listening. The moral of the story is follow your dreams. Madison Beer can be sitting on your couch one day, too. This has been a Views podcast. Go check out Madison's new songs.
Good and goodbye and selfish.
They're so amazing. They actually are really good. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you. David knows every word to good and goodbye.
Yeah. Well, luckily, there's not that many words.
Yeah, there's
So
not.
you made it
It's a
easy.
very small song.
But we'll see you guys later. Go follow Susie, Carly on Instagram, Jason on Instagram. We'll see you guys later. This has been the Views podcast. Bye. My name's Jay.